quite straightforward for me. Spurs, Chelsea, we all know who is winning. For my side, I think Spurs is winning. Though our record against them at the bridge in the past years has not been one that you can confidently say is dependent on your form or, I mean, on the day anyone can come out shining. For me, I've had bad days at the bridge. I've had great days at the bridge. Better memories, actually. Bad days will be that Monday night where we drew 2-2 and we lost the league to Leicester. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. Good days, the Lealis go against them, the touch, the finish, Adebayo's finish against them. You know, sometimes I've even mixed up the years because you won't, but we've had good days. And in matches like this, I miss the Leali because always against Chelsea, he will show up, at least he has a goal. But now, you know, he's with Everton and
he's been a thorn in our flesh.
Yes, I don't even know where his footballing career is going. But for me, again, purely football basis, I think Spurs is winning. I think our team is very organized now. I saw their team against their first match against Everton. They could not construct any attacking, I mean, any correct attacking play. Either Sterling runs and their midfielders are late to see the run, or, I mean, their centre-backs have to come forward. So I think it will be a game based on, I mean, tactics. Both teams will be going with a 3-back. Obviously, they have the old men at the back. We have the young guys in the middle. But I just feel like Kulusevski will dictate how the game goes, because if they play Chilwell, he's out of form. So Kulusevski, with good decision making, fast shots and thinking rates, I think we'll beat them at the bridge. I think
Kulusevski only shines when he meets the Southampton. Come on, let's be serious.
I understand. I mean, I don't
even
use the first
out of form Chilwell will do the job. You don't even need to bring.
I'll never use a first game to judge, but from what I saw against Southampton, I've been a Spurs fan for most part of my life. Ged, you know that we were in the same
I know
senior high school, so you know.
I'm very much aware, yeah.
This is the first time I have felt that we conceded and I knew we wouldn't lose the match. That's what I'm telling you. Against Southampton, when we conceded, I was confident we were going to blaze them, because at the end of the day, you see the pattern, you see Rodrigo Bentancur in the middle, and every play we are how we progress the ball in triangles. I think we are so organized and we will give any team in the Premier League a match. Chelsea, as of now, I don't think they are top there to beat Spurs as of now. So with Kane's experience alone, we put some fear in you people. How much more Kulusevski and the Summers, they are even now warming up. So for me, if we go with the 3-back,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. First of all, you signed a top manager who is an old manager of mine. So I can stick to that pedigree. And the fact that he came in and he has been backed, I mean, like the kind of backing that I don't think any Spurs manager has had that in a long time. So to be very honest, it's very, and I've watched a couple of the preseason games and even their first match, and it's scary. I won't lie. Like I was I think during
those guys
during the match I had to like
those guys who have come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Richarlison will start our game. I mean, who is he going to? So the team is now,
and that's why I said you guys are scary, because you have Perisic on the bench, you have Bissouma on the bench. Bissouma is a player I personally really, really like. You know, I wish like Chelsea would have like gone for him. So I'm looking at all these players. I'm like, hey, like these are players that can come onto the field and actually change the game anytime.
But you have Jorginho, isn't he the best?
And I'm looking at my team. I'm like, hey, who do we have?
You have Jorginho.
You have Jorginho. They say you have Jorginho.
Jorginho will start. So Jorginho starts. So the thing is, who will come and replace him if it doesn't?
Loftus-Cheek is there.
At the end of the day,
you have Barkley. You have
No. Barkley is not in our squad. Though. He doesn't have a team jersey. He doesn't have a team number.
Listen, the guy who was at Crystal Palace, Gallagher.
Gallagher.
All those boys. Why do you want the Suma on top of all these boys? You have the best academy in Europe. You have players. You see,
yes, we do. No, but you see, we have issues. You see, you can give us all these fake fans, but you would understand that as a team, we have certain issues. Is that?
You think it's fake fans?
We have issues we need to iron out. Okay, like you mentioned the midfielders not being able to pick runs. You understand? That problem has been there, and I feel like it's one of the problems that didn't make Timo Werner shine. Like you see a clear run, then Jorginho will not make the pass and choose to give a side pass. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
no, but whose fault is it? You had money.
What
you've gone to buy Koulibaly.
But I'm saying,
no, but you have money. You've gone to buy Koulibaly, who is not really coming to add any. He's good, but what is he coming to change in your team? You understand? For me, you had
we needed a replacement for Rudiger.
So you are buying a 30-year-old replacement. Who you get it? I mean,
no. The thing is, he can play. Like he will play.
And then you pass Sterling. He's the one passing. He got a penalty for you guys. He passed it, so he passed it. But he passed, wasn't it Havertz or something for him?
Koulibaly is not the issue here. Koulibaly is not the issue here. The issue is that with all of your strengthening, you cannot come to Stamford Bridge and go with a win. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, that one now.
If I get angry and I even call Tuchel to field Harvey Vale and Chukwuemeka and things, you can't even score me. So forget. That's what I'm trying
that's the guy you bought. You bought Chukwuemeka for us.
Your best is a draw. Your best is a draw.
Listen,
man, your best is a draw.
And that guy did he start for Aston Villa? You have Gallagher. You've got to buy this guy. I mean, for me, I understand your transfer policy.
Yeah, so
you have. So I mean, I like some of your strikers.
No, it's not about that.
I
So
like
what I see is that it's not out in public. But what I see is that it's like, that's what I think. I think they are trying to rectify some of the mistakes that was in the old administration, right? And they are trying to build for the future. Because listen. So we bought two keepers. We bought two keepers this season, and I'm asking myself, why do we have to buy two keepers? And I think it's because they do not want to. Aside the fact that yes, there's a gap in the goalkeeping aspect with the PL2 team, and we don't want to repeat that Kepa mistake again.
I want to find
so
out
these are some of the things
minute.
that, in hindsight, you are trying to correct going forward.
On Spurs and Chelsea, then your prediction as well.
Honestly, I think Spurs are likely to win. I think I'll probably say Spurs. I think there's a problem with Chelsea here, and this thing started a while back. I think Chelsea lucked their way to the Champions League.
Of course.
Tuchel, I think he became delusional. He thought his team was good enough. I think the Champions League win didn't do them good because it made them think they were good, but they weren't. That Champions League should have never won that Champions League. City should have won that hands down. City should have won that.
Well, you can say anything about the Champions League run, but I don't think it made us delusional. Tuchel is very much aware of his problems, like you understand, aware. And that is why
anyway, he hasn't done enough to solve them because I always felt like your midfield has been a problem for. He hasn't done enough
to solve them. That is why he's also trying as much as possible to bring players. Because
you needed to
solve this problem.
You needed a midfielder.
Come again.
You needed a striker and you needed a midfielder. You signed a bloody wing back for 63 million pounds. I mean that's
Who needs Cucurella?
Your transfer approach is scattergun. We complain about United being all over the place. Chelsea have been equally all over the place. In your transfers, this transfer window is terrible. You guys don't know what you're doing. Because basically just
no. You cannot tell me that I do not know what I'm doing. We've been doing for the players. Listen,
you bought Chilwell
it's not for a lack of. It's not for a lack of trying. It's not for a lack of trying Like, I mean, we've tried to get
Do you know something?
Rafinha, we've tried to
Let me
the
be
kind of
quiet.
profile of players that were table.
What problem was Rafinha going to solve in the Chelsea team? Like, you tell me. Rafinha, let's say you have
Rafinha. I think
Waka.
no. So it's about the kind of positions that the attackers find themselves in. You understand? Like, he wants the profile of players that can dribble.
Good.
You understand?
Wait,
And
wait.
Let me
have,
be truthful with
like
you.
one-on-one situations.
From this
one-on-one
Chelsea team.
situations, give assists, cut in and shoot.
No.
There's a profile of
From this Chelsea team,
Mhm.
the Champions League issue he's talking about.
Yeah.
Listen, the way Chelsea plays, with the players Tuchel has, he cannot play a season of 38 matches playing like that. The type of the way you guys play, it's only for cup matches. Because of the players he has.
Yes, I very much agree.
Honestly, you play a system of wing backs and you play 3 narrow attackers. Rafinha doesn't fit in there. Rafinha is a pure winger. He stays wide, so he will be in the way of the wing backs. Your wing backs are the people who provide the width in the team, and so Rafinha would have been a very terrible signing because he likes to stay wide and cut in. You don't need a player like that. You need players like Sterling who like to be on like in the half spaces, right, in and around the box. Rafinha is not such a player. He likes to stay wide.
No,
and so that would have been a
but
bad
yes, he likes to play wide. But
even looking at the
what
players
are his
that
skill
you've been
sets?
linked to.
He can dribble. He can make one-on-one.
See, JT, I said so that the Chelsea.
It's not just about hugging the line.
We go sleep here. Money. The Chelsea. So now they don't.
Not sure of who to sign. Tuchel is basically not sure of who to sign. He's not sure of where to take the team.
No. You can't. No.
Tuchel is very confused. He doesn't know where to go next because the team. It looked like the team was good, but then he realized the team isn't
from
good
what
enough.
I see, is I feel like maybe he has his priorities. For example, if you fix an attack so much so that your defense is shitty, then like what's the point? So he feels like he's trying to build on from like what he
using
inherited.
35 and 38 old man. Listen.
No,
he's not building anything. Whoever is leading your transfer policy
that
now.
the fact that he buys a 30-year-old person, the person will not get the job done. The fact that he buys a left wing back, and on Friday they asked him that like what was this? He said one of the reasons why Cucurella was a strong case is that he realized he knows why do you think we are gunning so hard for Fofana that even me it doesn't make sense to me. You understand? He explained that he cannot trust Thiago Silva to play all the matches this season in our 3-back system. We do not have a player. No, listen. We do not have a player to play that the middle of the 3-back. If you bring Aspi can only play the right? If you want to convert Rhys James, he can only play the right. But in the middle of this one, he only has Thiago Silva, and that tells you that he clearly doesn't trust Itana Ampedu, who in preseason play that role.
No, you have the other one. The one who has a brother, Chalova or something.
Chalova plays on the right. He cannot play the middle.
Isn't he a centre back?
No, what is this? I'm telling you what is this. Ono want the players, and he wants the right fit. And I'm saying that's what I'm saying. That's one of the strong shout outs for Cucurella. Cucurella can play right LCB and also play the LB in a 3-back.
You mean Chelsea will play Cucurella in a left centre back?
He can play. He's played it for Brighton before.
Yeah, but
so I don't even know what Herman's problem is. You cannot. No. I want everyone to understand that he cannot just like make aspersions that he cannot like